Good morning everyone. Today we will learn about chapter 8, how do organisms reproduce, which is chapter number 8 in 10th class science NCERT book. In today's video we will learn about asexual reproduction, its types, its definition and description in which organisms asexual reproduction take place and how these organisms get benefited because of it. Let's start it. Asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction is a reproduction, it is a mode of reproduction in which there is rapid multiplication of organism and it is found commonly in lower plants and animals. It involves only one parent and there is no formation and fusion of gametes. The young ones formed are almost identical to each other as well as to the parent cell. Asexual reproduction usually occurs during the favorable environmental conditions when there is abundance of food, and this is a faster method of reproduction. Now, types of asexual reproduction. There are many types of asexual reproduction. Living organisms reproduce asexually by binary fission, by budding, by fragmentation, vegetative propagation, spore formation and regeneration. Let's do it one by one. Binary fission. Binary fission is the division of organism into two individuals, division of parent body into two daughter cells, and binary means two, fission means division or splitting. It is commonly seen in bacteria, protozoa like amoeba and paramecium. During this mode of asexual reproduction, here you can see in this diagram, parent amoeba is shown to you, and when this parent amoeba has to divide by binary fission, this parent amoeba will grow in size, the nucleus of the parent will elongate, the cytoplasm content will also get multiplied, get increased. Nucleus now will divide by the process of karyokinesis and cytoplasm will divide by the process of cytokinesis. Here you can see the nucleus is elongating and an invagination is formed in the cell membrane, which is resulting in formation of two daughter cells, and two daughter cells are formed by the end of the process. It occurs during highly favorable conditions. The cell division can occur in any plane, as in case of amoeba, because amoeba has an irregularly shaped body. However, organisms like Leishmania is responsible for causing a disease, Kala Azar. This has a hip-like flagella. This organism has a flagella at one end of its body, and binary fission in Leishmania occur in a definite orientation in relation to flagellum. Next is multiple fission. Fission is of two types, binary fission and multiple fission. Binary fission takes place in amoeba, and multiple fission means the parent body will divide multiple times to form multiple daughter cells. And it is seen as Plasmodium, which is a protozoan, and this is a malarial parasite. Here you can see in this diagram, Plasmodium is shown to you. The cell, cytoplasm and nucleus is clearly visible to you, which is in a cyst. Cyst is formed under an unfavorable condition, and in the cyst the parent body divides multiple times to form many daughter cells, and these daughter cells get released in the favorable conditions. The cyst will break and the daughter cells will released. इन मल्टीपल फिजन अनफेवरेबल कंडीशन में बेटे आप देख सकते हैं कि पेरेंट सेल के बाहर एक थिक रेजिस्टेंस wall बन गई है, which is known as cyst, and within the cyst the cytoplasm divide many times to form many plasmodia, and when the conditions become favorable the cyst wall will break and the plasmodium will be released. Next method of asexual reproduction is budding. Budding can be seen in yeast, can be seen in hydra. In yeast you can see chain budding. Here in this diagram you can see budding in yeast. A chain of buds will be formed. What is a bud? It is an outgrowth which will develop on the parent body. This outgrowth will grow in size and then detach from parent body. But here in yeast, chain budding take place. एक बड बेटे बनेगी, अभी वो बड पूरी तरह से ग्रो नहीं हुई होगी, उसके ऊपर दूसरी बड भी बन जाएगी. तो therefore chains of buds will be formed. The parent yeast cell develop an outgrowth at its upper end. The nucleus of the parent cell divide and one of them moves into the outgrowth, which grow bigger and finally separate from the parent cell to lead to the independent existence. Very often, if the conditions are highly favorable, a chain of buds is formed. Now next is type of asexual reproduction in multicellular organisms. In जो हमने पहले किए हैं that were of unicellular organisms. Now these are the types of asexual reproduction in multicellular organisms. First is fragmentation. Fragmentation is seen in Spirogyra. Here you can see in this diagram fragmentation in Spirogyra. Spirogyra has a filamentous body, and in this process, in this mode of asexual reproduction, the body of organism, which is a filamentous body over here, that will break into smaller pieces or fragments, and each fragment will grow and has the capacity to form the new individual. Now next is regeneration. Regeneration is the ability of organism to develop its lost part. Here you can see regeneration in planaria. Here one thing you have to observe, that this body is clearly divisible into upper end, lower end and middle end. If accidentally this body get divided into different pieces, the upper part will develop the lower parts, the lower part will develop the upper parts, and the middle one will develop the lower as well as upper part. It is found in planaria. Regeneration is carried out by the specialized cell which re-divide to form a mass of cells from which different cells undergo changes to become different cell types or tissues, and these changes occur in a organized sequence known as development. But regeneration is not considered as a mode of reproduction because the individuals will not depend on being cut and then they will reproduce. No. It takes place if the part of the organism get lost due to certain accidentally it get removed, and that removed part will regrow by the process of regeneration. Next is budding. Budding आपने बेटे unicellular organism में भी की थी, that was in yeast. Now budding in hydra. In hydra, here you can see in diagram hydra body having tentacles, cylindrical body है बेटे hydra की, और उसके upper end पर tentacles है, hair like outgrowths. This hydra body bud will develop on the body. Here you can see a bud is developing, and this bud will grow in size, and later on it will get detached from the parent body and will survive as a new individual and live independently. Now next method of asexual reproduction is spore formation. Spore formation is seen in Rhizopus. Rhizopus is a bread mold. Here you can see in the diagram. Rhizopus body is made up of thread-like structures called hypha. Hyphae, the erect hyphae bear sporangia. This blob-like structure is known as sporangia. Sporangia, and inside it reproductive structures known as spores are found. These spores are formed asexually, and inside this sporangium, which is a thick protective wall. Under unfavorable conditions, sporangium के अंदर बेटे spores बन जाएंगे, and when these spores will get the favorable condition, they will fall on the suitable medium and they will grow into new individual. Next method of asexual reproduction is vegetative propagation or vegetative reproduction. It is the method by which plants reproduce from their vegetative parts like roots, stems and leaves. प्लांट्स के बेटे रिप्रोडक्टिव पार्ट्स होते हैं। प्लांट्स में मेनली प्लांट हम ग्रो करवाते हैं सीड से, बट अगर हम प्लांट को ग्रो करवा रहे हैं रूट से, स्टेम से, लीफ से, तो दैट इज़ अ टाइप ऑफ एसेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन एंड it is known as vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation can be divided into natural method or the artificial method. In natural method, we will grow the plant from the leaf, root or stem, but in artificial method, we will use layering, grafting and cutting, or we can use tissue culture. आपको यहाँ कटिंग ये जो आर्टिफिशियल वेजिटेटिव प्रोपेगेशन है इसकी डिटेल्स नहीं मैंने इसमें स्लाइड्स में रखी हैं, पर आपने ये रोज़ प्लांट में देखी होगी कटिंग की जाती है बटे, और लेयरिंग मिंट में की जाती है। दैट इज़ अ काइंड ऑफ आर्टिफिशियल वेजिटेटिव प्रोपेगेशन। नाउ mint reproduces naturally by roots, sugarcane, jasmine by stem। गन्ने की स्टेम को कट करके बेटे लगाया जाता है, तो दैट इज़ वेजिटेटिव रिप्रोडक्शन। Bryophyllum reproduce vegetatively by leaves. Here you can see vegetative propagation by stem. Ginger reproduce vegetatively, उसका राइजोम होता है बेटे। ऑनियन में बल्ब कहा जाता है इसे, पोटैटो में ट्यूबर या आई कहा जाता है। और ये है स्टेम से वेजिटेटिव रिप्रोडक्शन, ये सारे बच्चे। और जो नीचे है, नीचे गिवन है दैट इज़ द vegetative reproduction by leaves as in bryophyllum, then vegetative reproduction by roots as in sweet potato. In bryophyllum, a bud will be formed in the marginal notches of the leaves. These are the marginal notches, and these will, when detached from here and fall on the soil, they will develop into new plants. Now, what is the importance of this vegetative reproduction? Vegetative reproduction, by vegetative reproduction, plants will bear fruits and flowers earlier as compared to those plants which reproduce by seeds, which grow by seeds. Then plants which have lost the ability to produce viable seeds, they also reproduce by vegetative reproduction. The plants produced by vegetative propagation are almost similar to the parent plant. Seedless varieties can be obtained by this method, and this property of vegetative propagation is used by horticulturists in developing methods like layering, grafting to grow many plants like sugarcane, roses and grapes. Now next is artificial method, which is tissue culture. In tissue culture technique, new plant is obtained from a cell or tissue in a nutrient medium under aseptic condition. The cell or tissue is placed in the nutrient medium and a mass of cell is formed. हम इसे बेटे लेबॉर्ट्री में ग्रो करवाते हैं। हम क्या करते हैं, प्लांट के कुछ सेल्स ले लेते हैं या टिश्यूज़ ले लेते हैं, उसको लैब कंडीशन में न्यूट्रिएंट्स देकर ग्रो करवाते हैं। जब वो सेल्स डिवाइड होते हैं, एक मास ऑफ सेल्स बन जाता है जिसे हम कैलस कहते हैं। This callus is then transferred to another nutrient medium where it will differentiate and form a new plant. और जब ये छोटा सा प्लांट बन जाता है तो we can transfer it to the soil conditions also. Now that's all for today. Let's recapitulate that what we have done today. We have done various types of asexual reproduction, fission, which are of two types. Binary fission and multiple fission. In binary fission, parent body will divide to form two daughter cells as in amoeba, whereas in multiple fission, parent body will divide to form multiple cells as in plasmodium. In fragmentation, the filamentous body of Spirogyra will get fragmented and each fragment will develop into independent individual. In budding, a bud is formed on the parent body and that bud will grow in size and then detach from the parent body to grow as separate individual. In regeneration, the lost part of the body in case of planaria will regenerate by the division of cells. In spore formation, spores are formed in the blob-like structure known as sporangia in rhizopus under unfavorable conditions, and when the conditions become favorable, this sporangium will rupture and the spores will germinate. In vegetative propagation, the plants are reproduced from the vegetative part of the plant body like root, stem and leaves, and from these vegetative parts, bryophyllum, for example bryophyllum, that will propagate vegetatively from leaves. A bud is formed in the leaf margins or margin notches. This bud will detach from the leaf, and when it fall on the soil, get appropriate condition, this will form the new plant. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you.